like a boss.
How do you keep it professional versus actually getting into engagement with these women?
No, most of these women have relationships.
Okay.
Like, you gotta understand, when women come to me, they don't come to me with a relaxed mindset, open for new people. They come to me with a very desperate, and not in a bad way, but because, you know, they come to me as their last result. They fuck up the whole thing. They call, they beg, and then they're like, help me. I did everything wrong. Oh, now, like, well, bitch, he's dead. He's over. Like, it's like they come to me like they think I'm Jesus. I'm not kidding with you, man. But look, it's okay. Like, I get it. Like, it's the aura that YouTube gives. They assume that I could fix everything.
Yeah.
So how many relationships would you say that you patched up? Like, it worked. Like, your advice worked, and they got what they wanted. Like, does it happen?
It's like 10% of the time. 10% of the time. And the reason why is because they first do everything that could do to fix it, which means they fuck it up. You know, they can we curse here?
Yeah, of course.
I'm polite, you know. they beg, they call, they lower their value, they get all of their emotions, but it's like I'm like their last resort. I'm like surgery, and it's kind of like,
so they already fucked it up.
They already fucked it up.
So it's like coming back is just like,
yeah, it's kind of like he cheated on you, and you want me to help him respect you? What? Like, it makes no sense. But again, you got to understand, they're in a very emotional place. You're not thinking rationally.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, how do you tell them to, when they're like, oh, how do I make him respect me now that he cheated on me? What's your advice?
Well, it's kind of
like a short version.
I could sense when people are trying to like they'll be like, yeah, he cheated on me with my friend, but you know, he apologized though. And like, he's been behaving. So I'm
they're
like,
trying to make them sound a little better because they don't want to sound like they're like, you know, that they don't look so stupid.
No,
so
they're
like,
trying to sugarcoat it,
yeah,
so that I
exactly.
could tell them, yeah, it could work out. You know,
Yeah.
but for me, it's kind of like I could sense when they want to hear what they want to hear. So what I do is I tell them the toxic advice, which is, no, I tell them, first of all, it's not gonna work out, but since I know you're hard-headed, I can sense it. I can sense. Yeah, I can tell when people are hard-headed. I'm like, look, this is what you got to do. Pull away, like create some, put them in a sexually competitive state, create some competition.
I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, and but the problem is that if a guy cheated on you and you want him to respect you, you can't just take him back. You can't just take him back. I learned this from AMS. I don't know if you guys know about him. Alpha Male Strategies. One of the things he taught.
He's another dating
coach for men. Yeah. One of the things he talked about, like,
shout
he was
out to
like
AMS,
right? Yeah. AMS. He's funny. I actually asked him for advice one time, but you know, a surgeon can't do surgery on itself, right? Excuse me. And what was it? What was I saying? My fault. Before that?
Surgery.
No, before that.
He ain't shit. He cheated on you.
Oh yeah, he cheated.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you got the advice from this guy.
Yeah. So what I learned, what he said, he was like, if you want a girl back, if she wants to get back with you, she's gonna have to lick my ass. And I was like, wow, that's a nice metaphor. It wasn't a metaphor.
He was dead ass.
He was dead ass. You're gonna have to lick my ass.
Yo.
And this is why, right? And there's actually a theory behind it. Is the fact that if anybody could take you back, if anybody could cheat on you and then come back without paying a price, it's to them secretly they don't respect you. They don't even talk shit about you behind your back.
Right.
You know, but what they learn is that if they really want you, set a price. Say, oh, I don't like the way things ended. How are you willing to make it up to me?
Right.
So it could be.
I'd be like, give me that Gucci bag I want.
No. But the thing is that
don't cheat on your girl.
If he's
Don't cheat on
rich,
your girl.
if he's rich,
that Gucci bag
No,
don't
that's
mean
not
nothing.
gonna matter. I'm kidding. I'm just saying.
Oh, well,
for him.
well, if
We
he's
were talking
poor.
about Gucci bags earlier, so.
But you know, women say that though. They be like, so that means he gotta buy me this?
No, that's
bitch,
not gonna
he's
do
rich.
it. Yeah, exactly. That's money's not gonna matter.
It could be make him write a 5-page letters, no mistakes in the letter. It could be make him run around the street with his underwear with a shirt that says I love blank blank.
Right.
But if he says, what? I'm not gonna do that, it just meant that he doesn't want it that bad. Because if somebody likes you, they'll do anything to get you back.
Right.
And a lot of women don't want to do that because they don't want to face reality. They know deep down he might not do it. You know, they know deep down that he might not pay that price. And so that's where I say, well, you see, that's the issue. Is that you're settling. You're deep down, you don't think you could find somebody who will love you. That's the problem.
Right.
You know? And it's kind of like, for me, and this is like the most important thing for everybody. It doesn't matter men or women. What the number one reason why people have a hard time forgetting their exes is because they think that's the last time they're ever gonna feel that chemistry with somebody.
Wow.
Not the last time they're ever gonna get a pum pum like that. No, but
it's the connection.
Connection.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not gonna have the same connection with the next person, or how am I gonna find this type of chemistry with another person?
And how realistic is that frame of thinking?
It's a common thing because it's kind of like you got to understand this is evolutionarily speaking this is something that's very important for the human animal. It's like procreating is something that is guarded to the death with humans. Like so it's kind of like and so to feel that way it's normal. In fact, it's a normal thing to feel that, to be honest with you.
Right.
But you got to rationalize it and become rational whenever you feel irrational. And say to yourself, and remember that this is not the last person you're going to feel chemistry with. The human animal is wired to connect with people. You are literally wired to connect with people. You just have to meet them and give them a chance.
Right.
And so a lot of these women get stuck in these toxic relationships and they never leave them. They never give other guys a chance. And so so it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, you're never going to meet somebody because you keep going back to Tyrone.
Yeah, that's great.
I find it a lot easier to date women who are not from New York. What are your thoughts on New York women?
Here we go again.
What's the problem?
He's always trying to get in trouble with our New York girlies.
I need to know. We love New York. What's the problem with New York women? What's your thoughts on that?
Nice to us.
I mean, man, I don't know. Like to be nice, it's like they're a bunch of Wolverines, man. Like it's
be nice to us.
Out.
It's different because I've traveled. I've been in Europe. I've been in Mexico.
Yes.
They look at you at least. Here, they look straight through you. Yeah. Like you'll walk and like I'm like, hi. I know I'm looking good today.
Right.
They won't even look at you. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Honestly, it makes no sense. Like New York City, and I don't care who you are. New York City is one of the hardest places to get pum pum. I think it's one of the hardest places. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm serious. Simply because there's something in the water. I don't know what it is because I go to Europe. The women are just nicer.
That's why I drink bottled water. It's not in my water. It is not in my water.
I have a theory. Perhaps I think it's because I don't know. I've been thinking about that lately.
Well said. Yes.
Because I lived in Mexico for a year. I lived in Amsterdam. I went to Berlin, and just the women there are just more receptive to sex. I'm being perfectly honest with you.
Yes.
I don't know what it is because it's kind of like they're liberal, right? Like free the nipple. So why not with? I don't know. Makes no sense. Any theories,
bro? I don't know. They're just mean. I think it's something in the water too. Like New York women are just
actually
like
somebody on my
dudes.
Yeah, somebody on my live is like, there's too many options
in New York.
Yeah, there's just too many options and.
I
think he has a point. Like there is a lot of options out here, and so I feel like even with the men, like they don't want to commit, they don't want relationships because they're around the corner. There's gonna be another one,
Right.
and now social media makes it like DM is the new dating site. Apparently,
Possibly. I mean, that could possibly be it. They have more options, but it's kind of like women have more options everywhere. Like women have unlimited options, so. It cannot be that because the best dating coaches come from New York City, just like the biggest animals come from Africa. It's like,
I don't know if I agree that we have so many options. Like we have options, but are they like quality options or are they just options?
I don't know. For example, we
like,
can't.
I want some quality options.
We can't say it's more competition because one of the things that women say a lot when it comes to New York City is that I'm not the only pretty one anymore. Right?
Yeah.
There's beautiful women here.
Okay, so clearly it's not the fact that they don't feel as attractive because when they come here, women feel less attractive. Yeah. So it's kind of like, okay, your self-esteem is down and yet you're not giving, it makes no sense. It's like it doesn't add up.
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering, like, honestly, I'm thinking about this all year long. I want to go to school and study this because it makes no sense why women in America are so like aversive to sex. But when you go to Europe, the women are so open to it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you can't say it's feminism in Europe because women here are feminists.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're pro-sex.
But they just grew up a lot different. Like in Europe, everything is more open. It always was. So, but here, I wouldn't say that it's like that.
It's becoming
That's
more
the mirror on
open.
the
It's
check-in.
becoming more open now, but I'm
Okay,
saying
yeah, you're right.
before
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was more like, and even parents, raise their daughters or try to like, oh, you don't have sex before marriage, like don't be with a lot of men, like this and that. So they're not like, oh, honey, when you date, sleep with them right away to see if you like that relationship, like see how compatible you are. Like no parents are at home telling their little girls that.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 8, 19, and one is 14, 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get out. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video, right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.